Are you weary of bearing the full burden of your relationship? It is possible that you are involved in a one-sided dynamic. This presentation outlines 5 critical indicators to observe, enabling you to determine whether it is appropriate to engage in discussion or to conclude the association. Welcome to Light of Voice, where we examine relationship structures to assist in fostering more equitable bonds. Today, we address a prevalent concern: the indicators of a one-sided relationship. If you have sensed that your contributions exceed those of your partner, this content is designed for your benefit. We will explore the primary 5 indicators, supported by expert perspectives, and provide actionable recommendations for subsequent steps. A one-sided relationship arises when one individual commits substantially greater resources, time, energy, and emotion than the other, resulting in disequilibrium and potential dissatisfaction. This phenomenon may occur in romantic, platonic, or familial contexts. Identifying these indicators promptly can prevent extended distress. Remain engaged until the conclusion for strategies on resolution. Should this align with your experiences, please indicate approval and subscribe for additional guidance on relationships. Let us proceed. Sign 1. You're always the initiator. The initial prominent indicator of a one-sided relationship is that you consistently assume the role of initiator. This includes commencing communications, organizing engagements, or proposing shared activities. If you are perpetually the originator and your partner seldom responds in kind, this constitutes a warning signal. Consider scenarios where you routinely travel to their location for convenience, or you alone commemorate significant dates. In an equitable relationship, contributions are reciprocal. If this description applies, reflect upon the following. When did they last initiate contact? Such disparity may foster sensations of undervaluation and fatigue as time progresses. Sign 2. You feel emotionally drained. The second indicator involves persistent emotional depletion or exhaustion from the relationship. Sound partnerships ought to invigorate participants rather than diminish their vitality. Should the acts of supporting your partner, addressing disputes, or sustaining the bond result in fatigue, the relationship may be unbalanced. Examine whether you are expending considerable energy to maintain functionality, while your partner appears detached. This depletion frequently originates from shouldering the emotional responsibility unilaterally, such as serving as the perpetual confidant without equivalent reciprocity. In due course, this may engender resentment and exhaustion. If the relationship resembles an obligation rather than a source of fulfillment, it is advisable to assess these indicators of imbalance. Sign 3. Your needs are ignored. Proceeding to the third indicator. Your requirements and sentiments are routinely disregarded or deprived. In a one-sided relationship, your partner might overlook your issues, refrain from concessions on your behalf, or elevate their own priorities above yours. For example, should you articulate a desire for increased dedicated time and receive dismissive responses, or if they are absent during your challenges, yet anticipate your presence for theirs. This is a definitive marker. A reciprocal relationship necessitates mutual accommodation and understanding. Overlooking this indicator may undermine your sense of value. Thus, it is essential to note when your perspective is not acknowledged. Sign for unequal apologies and compromises. The fourth indicator manifests when you are the sole party offering apologies or accommodations. Conflicts are inherent in relationships. However, if you are invariably the one expressing regret in instances of shared responsibility, or the equilibrium is disrupted. Envision post-conflict situations where you consistently pursue resolution while they infrequently accept accountability. This configuration perpetuates the imbalance, indicating a deficiency in responsibility from their side. Authentic collaborations demand equivalent participation in conflict resolution. Should this characterize your circumstances, it represents a fundamental indicator of a one-sided relationship. Sin 5. Lack of deep connection. Concluding with the fifth indicator. An absence of profound, substantive connection exists. While you may occupy common environments or adhere to routines, if dialogues remain superficial and you do not experience genuine comprehension or appreciation, the relationship may be unbalanced. In harmonious relationships, both individuals cultivate emotional closeness, exchanging susceptibilities and promoting development. If your partner evades in-depth discussions or appears disengaged from your internal experiences, this underscores the disparity. This indicator frequently interconnects with the preceding ones, intensifying perceptions of solitude. What to do if you're in a one-sided relationship? Upon identifying these indicators in your relationship, maintain composure. Initiate by articulating your sentiments transparently to your partner. If receptivity exists, professional counseling may facilitate the restoration of balance. Nevertheless, should your initiatives remain unaddressed, it becomes imperative to focus on your personal welfare and contemplate disengagement. It is essential to recognize that you merit a relationship characterized by mutual commitment. We appreciate your attention to this analysis of the 5 indicators of a one-sided relationship. If these elements correspond to your situation, kindly share your insights in the comments section. you are supported in this. Indicate approval if this was beneficial, subscribe for regular counsel on relationships, and activate notifications. We anticipate your presence in the forthcoming presentation. Prioritize your emotional well-being.